Cooper Marcher here. This entire topic seems like a no-brainer to me, but then again, I'm a feline and I've only flown once in my entire life. As we all know, air travel is a far cry from what it used to be. Hang on, I lost my place. God, I'm sorry. Okay, here we are, from what it used to be. In the golden age, when flight attendants wheeled a carving station down the aisle at mealtime and passengers ate on real china. These days, the whole experience can feel downright uncivilized, and flight attendants have been pushed to the limits of their patience by unruly and unreasonable, even downright violent passengers. Such challenging working conditions can create a tinderbox of tension and anxiety on airplanes. And in that environment, just a few poorly chosen words can be misconstrued, even when passengers know they're joking or are merely trying to make conversation with silly banter. That's why, on your next flight, you should plan to talk to the flight attendants not only with kindness and compassion, but also with mindfulness that words matter. For advice on what not to say to your flight attendant, we asked for input from Willis Orlando, Senior Products Operations Specialist at the Insider Intel platform, Scotch Cheap Flights. And here's what he had to say. The 2 words you should never say to a flight attendant, according to Orlando, is, "I'm drunk." Yes, even if you think it's obvious and you're only joking. Certainly, a lot of us get conjovial with flight attendants and want to pal around with them and make them, make jokes and feel lighthearted. And maybe we make a joke about being intoxicated. But that's a very bad idea. Under federal law, Orlando explains, they have a right to kick you off if you're drunk. In fact, the Federal Aviation Administration prohibits you from drinking any booze you brought on the plane yourself, as a way to keep passengers from imbibing in the air. And maybe you know you're joking about your consumption, but you'll be put on the you'll put the flight crew in a tough spot if you say it out loud. Don't put them in the position to have to make a decision whether you're safe to stay on board, Orlando says. Even if you are drunk, keep your mouth shut. Of course, the flight attendants will stop serving you if they think you're drunk, but you could also be kicked off a connecting flight. There are also things that you can do that they can do to penalize you, Orlando says. They could put you on a list of problem passengers, and this could be all a misunderstanding if you're simply making a joke. This should probably go without saying, but violence and terrorism are also absolute no-nos to joke about on airplanes. No kidding. Jokes about violence, bombs, hijackings, things you have that could be used as a weapon, they're never funny, Orlando says. While you're on a flight, you might try being sober, being kind to people, and don't do things to annoy other people. Or just use the brains you humans were born with. Just saying. Sorry, I messed it up. I could read, but I lost track of where I was. Cooper Marcher here. Ciao.